Welcome back. Let's start the overview of what Mockito is. Again, like I said, this is a crash course, so I will give the good idea of why these things are. You know, so related to the history of Mockito, it started with the developer started writing JUnit test or you know integration test, and while writing the test they face a problem. So I'll give you this example which will explain like what is the problem. Let's say I'm testing the total cost calculator. I'm trying to automate that particular test, and I try to run it. So if I run this test, what will happen is, let's see what happened. So the test fails. So let's see what's the reason the test failed. The test is failing because you see it cannot connect to DB. So now the JUnit or unit tests are supposed to run independently and not like you have a database running and it mostly runs on Jenkins without agnostic of any environment or anything. So the developer got stuck with this kind of issue, like if an internal class going and calling a DB, or if internal class going and calling some other service, and so then they cannot write the JUnit test. So that's the whole reason this concept of mock came into picture. The concept behind Mockito is like it will simulate, I would say emulate what the service provides, and so with that we can bypass the actual service call, and we can simulate the same method call. So if you take this example, the total cost calculator was internally going and calculating cs.get shipping cost, which will actually go and call the DB. So now in this case, uh, what we did was Mockito provides a concept of something called as a mock object. So you basically you call a mock API. It will create a dummy implementation of the service, and what we do is we set that service to the actual program that we want to test. And there's one more thing important in mock, like you specify like when and then return kind of a paradigm, like when I pass this it should return this. So mock object don't have to implement any logic. It just say, okay, this is what you pass, you will return this. And internally the whole program will run as is and the test will pass. So let's try running this test. What happens? Let's see. Let's say run as test ng test. Okay, so you see now the tests are passing, which means that this Mockito object, what we created, it did its job. Thank you.